The Basics initiative was conceptualized by a Member of Parliament for South St. Andrew, Dr. the Honorable Omar Davis, and designed by major stakeholders in the education arena.
I'm proud of the set of persons who have provided guidance for the Basics initiative. And you say, what are our 3 priorities? And they'll tell you, education. All right. And we, in over those 20 years, I think we have made significant progress.
It supported 28 early childhood institutions, approximately 90 teachers and principals, and over 2,000 children within the constituency of South St. Andrew and nearby communities. Through the support of the Chase Fund, the project aimed to lift the standards of early childhood institutions, particularly in the areas of infrastructure, curriculum planning, and implementation in an effort to meet the standards of the Early Childhood Commission. BASICS is an acronym which stands for Building Academic Success for Inner City Schools. The project was designed by Mrs. Joan Spencer Hernandez, an educator.
We decided in South St. Andrew that alongside programs developed for primary schools, high schools, that we would go all the way down to the basic schools to try to get the children a much better start.
The main focus areas of the project were teacher development, parent training, student assessment, and infrastructural improvement. Project coordinator, Carrie-Ann Ennis Henry, worked with over 90 teachers and principals in developmental workshops.
The task was to pull these teachers into a sort of an intensive training scenario where I would identify the areas in which they would struggle the most, or the areas needing the most attention, and try to work with them to overcome these particular weaknesses. As the trainer, or as the person who interfaces with these teachers, I encourage the teachers to ensure that they don't go to teach children, they go to provide a holistic experience.
Auntie Kara always said, remember teachers, we are the facilitators. We are here to teach, to facilitate the learning for the children, make learning fun.
So the workshops were organized in this kind of way, where teachers were taught how to get the most out of, how they use the manipulatives that were provided for them, how to get the most out of the learning environment itself, how to get the children to learn how to be learners.
The project has really helped to build relationship amongst teachers and principals within this cluster.
These workshops impacted positively on the teaching and learning activities that take place within the 28 basic schools.
There was an emphasis in the project on upgrading their skills in teaching, developing children's literacy skills and numeracy skills. And that we can say we have seen tremendous improvement in as well. They have also generally got a better understanding of what a good learning environment should be. And so we are seeing improved practices in terms of how they prepare the environment, in terms of how they relate to children. And as a matter of fact, it's really very interesting and very encouraging, the fact that they are reducing this whole matter of corporal punishment. I think they are very much more on board now with the whole idea that corporal punishment is really not the best way to discipline children, and there are alternatives that can be applied.
The schools also benefited from well-needed learning material to enhance the teaching-learning process. furniture to create a child-friendly environment, kitchen appliances to ensure that each day a cooked meal can be served, and playground equipment providing children with the opportunity to learn through play.
Play is important for the kids and they learn through play. I'm so glad for the play equipment at the basic school, thanks to Dr. Omar Davis.
Through additional grants from the Chase funds, several schools also received a major infrastructural upgrade. There were some students who had special needs, and their chances of doing well academically were found to be lower than that of other children. This was also addressed during the project.
So we thought through assessments, through training the teachers how to do that, through bringing in a psychologist and educators to come in and assess the children, we were able to tell what their specific needs were, who had special education concerns, and over time we brought in specialists to work with those youngsters to ensure that they were getting specialized help to bring them up to where they need to be before they hit grade 1.
Children who were in need of special support were pulled into an intervention program. Itinerant early childhood specialists Martina Robinson and Andrea Clark work with students and teachers one-on-one.
Mr. Tribone and Mr. Anansi did their best. Listen, if you can make her laugh, and you will marry her.
It's very important to develop numeracy in young kids, and it's very important to use practical, hands-on things such as like bottle covers and so on that they have in their environment and that they are used to.
Parental involvement was also an area that was targeted. Dr. Beverly McKenzie, a counselor, engaged parents in weekly workshops and helped to organize them to form their own association.
My role in the basic project for the early childhood education is to be the coordinator for the parents. For 3 years we ran workshops. At first the attendance was sparse, but gradually it built up. And after 3 years, we decided to train a group of 20 parents to be parents coordinator.
Parents welcomed these workshops and they were excited about being trained to teach other parents. 16 parents graduated from a parent training program and are now ready to serve in their communities. A Child Find was a spin-off from project activities, and it became a sub-project of its own. Residents of the community helped to identify children of school age who were not attending school. These children were provided with the necessary support to enroll in a school and also ensure regular attendance.
Brian Powell has benefited from the Child Find, like with his books, and I went to the grocery stores from the Child Find, sent me to the grocery store to pick up his breakfast and breaks, things else from the shop, and I also get his school fee pay, his lunch money, and his shoes, his clothes, his uniform. I appreciate the Child Find.
The parents were very happy for this intervention.
Now, the curtains have come down on this project, but it is up to the community, parents, teachers and principals to sustain the activities that brought about success.
Overall, I would say that this intervention for the last 3 years has been very fruitful. It has definitely yielded results, and I would really want this project to continue. I think the principals and the teachers recognize the impact that it has had, and they are also interested in getting it going, to keep it going. And so they have formed their own basic school association, and we will continue to support it in whatever way we can. I certainly will, because I think it has been a very worthwhile project for the 3 years.
Let me, on behalf of the board, the teachers, parents, students, and the staff members, say a big thank you for this project. And we're really going to miss this. We're just asking that they just think about us and how much we love them, to give us even one more year. Thank you very much.
Communities touched, lives changed. The basic schools of South St. Andrew will never be the same again.